Hey, 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 welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers gaming session, lunch hour stream for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have everybody here in the chat, in Twitch. We're streaming live to Twitch, so if you want to join us on Twitch, we are dual streaming at the moment. We got YouTube going, we've got Twitch going. So if you want to say hi to us on either one, we are monitoring both chats. Glad to have you guys here. This is our lunch hour where we just hang out with you guys during your lunch hour, wherever you may be, enjoying whatever delights you've brought with you today. So whether you're watching us live or watching us later on, it doesn't matter. We bring you something fun to listen to during the day. Glad to have you all here on this Monday. I know Mondays suck, but maybe this will brighten your day a little bit. So what do we got for today? Well, we're going to do a roster review like we always do. We are going to set my Grand Arena defense. We're going to tweak them a little bit. We'll review what happened for the match yesterday. Some of you saw it live, some of you didn't, and that's okay. We'll review and show what happened, how our defense holds. We're doing that so you guys can look at some ideas for your defensive teams and get a sense of what works, what doesn't work. Again, we treat Grand Arena, we want to win, obviously. We are competitive, but it's more about giving the community something to look at, for you guys to say, I like that. That doesn't work, obviously. Let's not use that team. Those kind of things. It's more about helping you guys out. And if we can win in the process, awesome. That being said, let me introduce everybody, and then we want to talk about the ACS campaign. So first, we've got Dr. Finn, the troll extraordinaire, medicine woman here with us today as usual.
Hi, I'm really looking forward to the theme of today.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Finn, what possession? Well, okay. So yesterday, during the stream, Watto, we have Streamlabs set up. So anytime you guys donate, it pops up with a cool little funny little thing, whether it's super chat, whatever, right? It pops up. I've got it up. We got it back working, but it went bananas. It's done that before. I don't know, about 6-7 months ago. It did this, Finn, where it just Waddle constantly going, "Hey, I hope you did that to kids, somebody I knew," and constantly was just in my ear and was coming through the stream. I thought I was gonna go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I was like, "Make it stop! It burns expressions." So yeah, so that happened. So what does stupid ass Finn do today? He decides to put Drive Ranger Insane with Super Chat. I mean, Finn, when we get to Disney, are you just planning on me beating you to death? Is that your goal?
I just embrace it.
You do know that I am going to see you again in person, and that the beating will commence. Like, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna do. So this is how this is gonna go down. We're gonna clasp hands like in Predator. I'm gonna give him a big man hug because he is my brother, and then I'm going to severely beat him to death. And I'm gonna have Tits help. I'm basically gonna hold him while Tits takes a lead pipe to Finn. So everybody, these are the last few days of the artist formerly known as Dr. Finn Medicine Woman. So, and I think that's going to be worse. Tits beating the crap out of Finn as I hold him. I don't know, Finn, what's worse, me holding you and causing you pain, or Tits just beating the snot out of you?
Both.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of WWE action going on there. But yes, we're joking, of course. We're not going to do that. But Dr. Finn's here. We also got Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
And he's back. The big deal, the Brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the chicken chaser, the French tickler.
I hope you didn't kill
Wait a minute.
anyone I know.
Grande Patron is here.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Grande Verga Papi Patron, coming at you with another lunchtime stream that I had nothing to do with, but I'll take full credit for it. How's it going, Ranger?
It's going pretty good. Affinity just donated $2. Can Waddle beat Eternal Twins in a 1v2 handicap? I actually, at this point, would love for the Eternal Twins to kill Watto. I mean, geez, please. After that nonsense, good lord, yesterday was awful. All right, let's talk about, before we get into all the gaming stuff, I want to send, again, a huge shout out, just totally humbled by you guys, for what you guys help us accomplish and are still helping us accomplish with the ACS stuff. We blew past, we hit our mark of 15,000 for the American Cancer Society. I think that makes us the highest one ever, Finn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, according to their list of streamers that have donated, we have become their number one fundraiser. that are streamers.
Which is amazing when you look at some of the names on the list that have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and we blew that out of the water.
That's freaking awesome, man.
I cannot begin to tell you how much we appreciate you all, and still appreciate you to this day, because Mas Kanata donated like $150 today, Finn. We had some other people donate after the stream was over.
Yeah, I mean, we still have stuff up if you guys want to donate. I mean, we still have Dana's poll for her tattoo, which is what Miss Mas Kanata donated to.
Amazing.
Ahsoka Tano is number 1 at $155. Boba Fett is now number 2 at $145, and Slave Leia is number 3 at $50. And so you guys can still decide what are the top 2 tattoos that Miss Dana Descent is going to get on the new half sleeve that she's doing. Mm-hmm. And then there's also the RSG jersey that you guys can still get. So $10 you guys can donate, and you donate that to the ACS through Tiltify. We will then contact you. There will be an additional cost. There's a question there to make sure you guys understand that. We don't have any overhead to get a bunch of these jerseys and stuff made ahead of time. So we will contact the vendor. It'll be $52 if you live in the U.S., $60 if you live internationally. We'll communicate with the vendor. After the event where we're getting our jerseys, you guys will be able to see the size and kind of have an idea.
I'm not getting a jersey. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're getting a jersey.
What?
So after that, you guys will be able to see kind of the size and all of that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Ranger, we are getting a jersey courtesy of Roast Taco.
Well, that's very nice of you, Roast Taco. I had no idea. I didn't know that. I thought we were just making them for the fans. Well,
but no, they're actually getting us one too. So.
Spank my ass and call me silly. I had no idea. Unbelievable. I know, right? I just did not know that. Wow, thank you. But the giving nature of this community is astounding, and I love you guys for it. And you know, why make $15,000 when we can make 5? Let's keep going. Let's make more. Why make billions, Grande, when we can make millions, perhaps?
So we're pushing up now. We're gonna see what we can do. We increased the goal. We met our original goal of 15,000. So we now
we're at 16,000.
At 16,000, right? So we'll see if we can make another 1,000 before we head off to Disney. So we can tell them that we did 16,000. Again, lots of things that you guys can donate to. And now when we hit 16,000, somebody that donated will be eligible to get a full medium-sized package of Stu Strong merch, which includes the red hat, the RSG hat that you guys have seen, which says hashtag Stu Strong and 2019 ACS and RSG on there. You also get a pair of medium-sized stance socks. It's the Star Wars socks that have like Chewie and the Troopers and stuff on there. It's really cool. And then a Stu Strong wristband. So we will send those to you. If you're the winner of the 16,000 milestone.
Outstanding. So keep them coming, guys, and shout out to Mas Kanata. Thank you. So let's knock out the mechanisms real quick. Give us a thumbs up on the video. It helps get our content out to YouTube. If you have a Twitch account and you're watching us, why don't you watch us on Twitch as well? Go join us, follow us on Twitch. Help us get the Twitch thing going. That's something you guys recommended. In just 2 days, we've already got 68 followers on there and a ton of views. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting the Twitch channel. So please check that out. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already. We're over 4,000 subscribers and climbing. Again, shout out to you guys and all your support. Very much appreciated. We have the super chat function open.
Use it to annoy Ranger. I want to see a bunch of water.
Oh my god.
I'm helping.
So yes, super chat is open, so you can donate. You can make funny little notes and things of that nature. We do have our Patreon channel, our Patreon page. If you'd like to become a patron and support what we're doing, all the money that we use goes into stuff like you're seeing now, better streaming, more stuff to stream towards. We're now doing it on Twitch. We're doing it on YouTube. We're going to be doing Facebook Live. You know, that's where all the money goes, guys. I wish it was on Hookers and Blow, but we ain't even in that realm of hemisphere of even being close to that. It's not, no. It's for Zoom, it's for everything else. So, no, Finity, stop it. No, God, here comes Watto. Oh my God. Jeez, I just saw, So, but yeah.
I hope you didn't
there
kill
it
anyone
is.
I know for it.
Just, God. All right. So that's all the mechanisms. Please check all that out. And let's get into it. We got a roster review today, and then we're going to go set GA defenses, and then we'll take your questions. Oh, if you have questions, pop those in the chat, Twitch or YouTube. It doesn't matter. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. We use Nightbot. The only way for us to scoop it up and filter all the statements that go in. You guys know how crazy you can get. But the only way we can get your question is if you put question in front of your statement. If you don't, then we're going to miss it. That's on you, not us. So if you have questions you want to fire at us, please do. We always get to all the questions, or as many as we can at the end, and help you out. This is why we're here. All right. So that being said, let's get into this roster review. We are doing Ezra JD 92's profile, and they are in VH. Not even going to try to pronounce this. Dagaba. What is that? It's Russian? European? It's European something.
It's German.
German. Okay, I couldn't tell.
Say it was German. And I think it's pronounced Knupetropa. Knupetropa. I think that's how you say it.
Rodney, how would you pronounce it?
Don't even get me started, dude. I'm going to screw that up.
I know, that's why I'm asking you to say.
That's why we want to hear it, Grande.
Knupetropa.
Grande reading is a beautiful thing.
Canupalo Trupe.
Canupalo Trupe.
Dagobah.
Dag-o-bra. What's a Dag-o-bra?
Dagobra.
Actually, it sounds like this. Canupetrupa.
Canupal Trupe.
According to
Trupa.
Google.
I know he said that it was German and we shouldn't try it, but come on, Ezra Bean, we have to try
We have to try. I mean, we're going to butcher it to hell.
What I want to know
Snuffle
is,
truffle. It's the Knuffle truffle.
what does the
Jesus
Knuffle
Christ.
Troop do? Is a Knuffle Troop, is that a...
I think that's like a Dr. Zeus character.
It means, according to Google, it means stick
Snuffleupagus.
force.
What
God, we've gone to the Snuffleupagus Dagobah.
Yeah.
Snuffleupagus Dagobah.
Yeah. We just got...
What does it mean in German there?
what does it mean, Grim?
Grim? You said you...
According to Google Translate, which is not always correct, it says stick force is what it translates.
Nice!
Oh,
as.
Stick Force.
Oh, we just got a $20 donation from Wind Ranger. I didn't get to see the name fast
He said,
enough.
well done, RSG. Thank you, Wind Ranger.
Thank you, Wind Ranger. Very much appreciated.
Never gonna give you up.
What the hell? Stanley Red,
Never gonna run around.
listen, Stanley, if you're not going to be on the show, Mr. Gingivitis, and answer questions,
Freaking awesome, dude.
and then,
Nice.
You have to read it, Ranger.
so we've just been Rickrolled and Eternal Twinned at the same time. And
I love it.
so Stanley Red, the soulless one, just donated $5 and said, oh, there's Watto. Shut up, Watto. I don't like this one. Never going to give you up. Never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert the Eternal Twins. Never going to say goodbye. Never going to tell a lie and hurt you. Never going to give you up.
One redhead rolling you with another redhead to a redhead on the stream. This is just...
I'm just a daywalker, you know, so...
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get off the crazy train and let's get back into Ezra's.
I want to kind of continue on the crazy train. I hope there's
Lynn,
more.
did you read the damn what he wants us to do? You know, I'm trying to keep this on target here. You know, so he's got 7 points. 7, no more, no less. 7 precise points he would like us to look at.
Yes.
David Bond says, "Did I just tune in to get rickrolled?" Yes.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
Look
no.
at the April Fools are. Okay. And blame that on Sanely. All I'm trying to do is to drive Ranger insane with Watto. So that's it. All right. So.
All right, so he had 7 points, 7 points.
Yeah, well, he has 7 things that he's doing, so he wants us to kind of look at his overall roster.
So let's just take these one by one.
So this is what he's doing. I'll kind of give you the overall thing.
No,
right?
I just so overall, but we need to go
each one
by
isn't like an individual point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's just talking about what he's doing. So we'll review his roster with these things. In
but
mind.
it's easier to do it point by point, Finn. Because
but there's nothing to do because the first point is that he's gearing up First Order and he's starring up First Order Stormtrooper and giving his Zeta to crew.
All right, let's look at his First Order, see how it's progressing along. See, we can do that. See, Finn, we can do multiple things. Okay, so First Order, yep, I see what he's doing. He's working on First Order Stormtrooper. If you are going to go in all in First Order, you already know these Zetas because we say it a gajillion times. 2 on Kylo Ren, 1 on First Order Stormtrooper, and if you're feeling frothy, like me and Grande and all of us, give 1 to Kylo Ren. Good old mass Kylo Ren. He likes Zetas too. He likes to go through the galaxy and just rampaging and killing everyone. You do need to finish up your Kylo Ren, get that 7 stars. So, yeah, they're coming along nicely. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, what's next, Finn?
So then he is saving gear and Zetas for Treya, who is, when he sent this, and I can tell you the specific date, he was at 100 out of 145, and he's getting this super geared up and started.
Let's see a Sith, where we at? Is there a Treya? Not yet. Almost there. Just a little further.
And he sent this last Tuesday, so he's at a week, so he might have got some more shards since then.
Okay, so we're almost there.
Oh, God.
Wait, Rose Talk just donated. Wait, what? I don't understand.
He donated $2 to the super chat and just said shut.
It just says shut.
I know.
Oh,
I donated another.
wait! Oh no! Oh God!
Oh God! He's gonna
no.
Finn, isn't he?
Oh,
he's
God.
Shut up, Finn.
Oh,
No,
oh my
don't
God!
do it. Don't
No!
do it,
Oh
Rose
God!
Taco.
Oh
Don't do it.
God! No!
Oh, God.
Ah no! Oh God! No!
Shut up, Finn. Yikes.
It's so worth it, but so horrifying at the same time. They're watching like again and again. Oh, okay, it's another one.
It's like getting both of us at the same time.
Oh God!
Worst April Fools ever.
Oh God! It won't stop it. It's still going. It's still going. It's just so horrible. The humanity. Oh, okay, we're past that. Oh, okay. Compose
All right,
ourselves. Okay.
So his trail was 100 out of 145 as of last Tuesday, so about a week. So he probably got another like 15 shards or something like that.
Sure. I like this plan. I like that he's saving the Zetas for Treya. Just pop those bad boys on. She's amazing. Even at 5-star gear 11, Treya is amazing. Grande, isn't she amazing?
Trey's good. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Thanks for the helpful insight,
112
Grande.
out of 145.
Okay, so we're getting there. So I like it a lot. So, yeah, that's a great plan. So, working on gearing that First Order. I'd say I like the plan that he's working on one team and setting up the next. I like it a lot. It's a good, solid plan. Good job. All right, what's next?
Okay, next one is that he's gearing up his Rebel pilots for ship arena fleet.
Only if you have the MILF. Let's go look at ships. Unless
He's already like rank 1 to rank 3.
Oh, he's got them. Yeah, I see what
but-
he's doing because he's got the Millennium Falcon. Outstanding job.
Yeah. I just want to say he doesn't necessarily need to go overboard, right? He's already able to get rank
Gear
1.
10. Yeah, you just want him gear 10. I think that's where they get their abilities and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And you want to go higher in order to maintain
Sure.
it. I'm not sure if you're getting to rank 1 with difficulty or not. If you can increase their gear, great. Phoenix is a
Wait,
weird
what's going on?
squad.
Oh, God. It's starting to get... Oh, no.
Oh God, Sword of the Jedi just donated 199. Just says I don't.
I don't what?
Oh God,
Oh, God.
wait.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. What is it going to say? We wait.
The suspense that also
We
kind
wait
of
on bated breath.
Oh, God. Another $1.99 Sword of the Jedi. I don't hear a...
I
Oh.
hope you didn't.
Now, shut up, what? Oh, God.
I know.
Oh my God, no. Oh, God. I don't hear a pickle. Well, okay, $1.99. So I mean, let's wait for Watto to do his thing in my ear, and then I'll play the yodeling pickle. Okay. Watto? Yes? Okay, I think I can play it. I didn't want to have Watto jump all over the pickle. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Okay.
Just water jumping over.
Okay, there we go.
We got another dollar.
For Jason Hommel, just to hear Watto in my ear. Thank you so much. Finn, you're such a turd.
Like the greatest day ever.
God. It's one thing. That's one thing if it's just a glitch. This is not a glitch. This is intentional. Okay. But no, I like the plan of gearing up your rebels. Get that fleet going. I have no problem whatsoever with that, especially since he has the Falcon.
Yeah, and what he's saying is that he's only rank 1 because only a couple people on his shard have the Falcon right now. So once it comes back, they'll all have it and it'll become harder.
Sure.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I have any problem with that. So if that's what your plan is, you're 10, 11. I wouldn't go to 12. But, no higher than 11, it's really all you need, and you'll be fine. Because you want to save those resources for the characters and other areas of the game that you're going to get multifaceted use from. So, yeah, I like it a lot. All right, here we go. What's the next one, Dr. Finn? So far, I like what I'm seeing from Mr. Ezra here.
Yeah, Ezra is doing not Ezra.
I'm going to call him Ezra because you made me pronounce that damn German name awfully.
What, Knuppeltruffle? It's the Knuppeltruffle.
Knuppeltruppel.
It's the Knuffeltruffle.
Make me do Swedish Chef.
Oh yeah, try to read it as a Swedish Chef before I get to the next.
Gurken, Knuppeltruppen, Digaboogen.
That's probably closer than our guesses.
I know, right?
It's the sad part.
Bark.
All right, next one. He's gearing and starring on his Imperial Troopers, but he wants to know which ones we would recommend.
Oh, of course. Let's go back to characters. Let's look at his IT. IT doesn't just mean computers anymore, folks. It means Empire soldiers. All right. So the ones...
Empire soldiers would be ES.
The one that I don't really... You don't need to... I mean, he's good, but he's not a priority as Stormtrooper. But Death Trooper, definitely. Snow Trooper, definitely. Stark, Veers, absolutely. Shore Trooper, yes. Magma, yes. Magma is damn good. He is really good, and so is Range. Range is... The one you just don't have to worry about too much is Stormtrooper. The other ones, absolutely. And you can mix and match these guys all over the place. They work in so many different places. Gear priority is definitely Death Trooper, Snow Trooper, Stark, and Veers. Those 4 first. You're still farming Range and Shore and Magma, so you got a ways to go with that. But Stark you want as fast as possible because he's going to get the plus speed from Veers. He is the one that gets them rocking and rolling. Snow Trooper, when you get him gear 12 with the band, he is insane. 30,000. And not just one target, all the targets. Just think about that. And he's just constantly going. Death Trooper, he is such a utility piece. But yeah, definitely finish your Veers. High speed mods, damage on Stark. It's just about getting him to get the other troopers going. This is a devastatingly good offensive team, and 3v3 and 5v5 you can mix and match and do all kinds of stuff with them, and they're really good. What wait, something just popped. What is that? Wait, no, wait a minute, hold on here, wait a minute. Ouchie dumpling. Wait, what? $5. It's crazy. I've got a fever, and the only prescription is more pickle. Cock of the walk.
You can get Watto and the pickle.
It says prioritize troopers or force order next, as Ezra asks. I would say finish up your first order. You've got some farming stuff to do on your troopers. pick one or the other. I would say your first order is closer to being done than your troopers. You still got to finish spheres, shore, range. There's magma. I would, if we haven't looked at the rest of your roster, but if I had, I'd say your first order is pretty much just gear. So I would do that as well. Wait, something just popped in my. What is that? Oh, Captain Adam 5399 is now following us. Well, thank you so much, Captain Adam. Thank you very much. I forgot that was in there too. Hey, it's a little zombie dude. Wait a minute. What is happening? Wait. Oh, no, more. It's more. Jason Hamill. $2 says hashtag I blame Finn. Yes, okay, thank you for that. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. Oh, God. Oh, no. Here we go. Roast Taco. I feel
Pretty. Oh, so pretty.
I feel the
Oh God.
I feel the what?
I feel the need.
For
I feel
speed.
the rhythm. I feel the. I feel the need.
I feel the need. Okay,
For
he's a need for something. Yeah.
For pickle.
I feel the need for what? What is it, the need that Roast Taco has?
I hope you didn't kill anyone.
For. Oh, for God's sake, just get to the point, man. God. Oh, my God. I have an idea what this might be, but let's see what Roast Taco says.
For more.
Oh, God, he's really just stretching this out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
For more.
Oh,
So,
my God.
As we're waiting
Oh,
for this
my
whole
God.
thing to come through,
God.
yeah, definitely go
For
for first order because your
more-
first order are a bit closer than your
For more pickle, of course.
This
For
may
more
not
pickle.
be done. There's no period.
So for those of you guys that are wondering why we keep playing the pickle, when we do our roster reviews, we're always using the swgoh.gg page, which is a great resource. But as you can see, there's ads that typically come up on the top and on the left. Well, for like the past month, Ranger has been getting 2 ads in particular: a life-size Velociraptor and a yodeling pickle. And one of the fans bought us the yodeling pickle.
Sword of the Jedi did this to us.
Yes, Sword of the Jedi. So thank you, Sword of the Jedi. So he bought the yodeling pickle, and so we have the yodeling pickle now.
Yeah, I don't think Ezra minds
Other
Jason
quest.
Hamill. I think he's sitting there laughing his ass off at my misery. You know the other thing now, I'm looking at the Amazon, the ads that are on there. Nintendo Switch Pro controller, great product. I don't own a Nintendo Switch. I own an Xbox, you dumbasses. Jeez. Oh God, Ouch! You just noted.
Well, that's why. What would be the point in asking you to buy a Nintendo Switch if you already had it?
I have a Nintendo Switch and I don't get that ad.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, that means you have to
Ouchie
buy a
Dumpling
Nintendo
says, when we're finished here, we'll all be wearing gold-plated pickles. Fantastic.
You know what I got? Some days I just need a lift.
What?
What?
Saving lives with crucial research, free rides to chemo, and free lodging near hospitals. The American Cancer Society. That's the one I got.
Oh,
Very nice.
very nice. I didn't
And
get that.
apparently I got one for buying peanut butter in bulk
Okay,
on Amazon.
sure.
All right, let's get back to the roster.
Let's
review
get back
before
to
we
the
go
roster.
into our nonsense.
Right.
Poor
Yeah.
Ezra.
I
Ezra's
know.
been waiting
Ezra-
there patiently as we.
But
do
Ezra knows, once you get a roster review from us, we're tied to you for life. So you will always
Yeah.
be able to ask
No,
us questions.
we're still gonna do your review.
Yeah, we're still working on it.
I blame Finn.
I do. Finn, you're a piece of
Right.
crap.
But yeah, your first order are farther along than your Imperial Troopers, so finish them off and then.
Then you
do
go to
your
Imperial
troopers.
Troopers, but we still got some more to look at. So we are answering his questions. It's not like we're ignoring him. All right. Next bullet point.
Next one is rounding up my bounty hunters.
Rounding up your bounty.
Does he
hunters.
have a Rebel Chewie?
I didn't look. Let's go to
Have OG
Rebels.
Chewie.
Rebels. Let me look at Rebels real quick. I'll go look for the old.
He does. He has a 7-star.
Oh, okay.
Chewie.
So, but
So
we,
he's just
but we could
finalizing
still,
his bounty
yeah.
hunter
Let's look at his
squad,
bounty
so-
hunters. Yeah, let's look at it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Keep farming Django. Get him to 7 stars. A fantastic character. I mean, so here's the thing about rounding up the rest of your bounty hunters. If you want to just to get them higher up, they're really good. I mean, Assman Sill. The ones you have left, I would say until you farm the other ones, don't worry about anything else until you even start farming those. But but just be aware that it is going to cost you a crap ton of Carbantes to finish them up. So I would definitely, if you want to round out your team for GA, for Territory Wars, you can. In fact, you could finish up your bounty hunters, then go first order, because you're still working on first order a little bit and have a really solid team on defense. I wouldn't worry about 12, but if you want to get them to, say, 11, that's really good. That's a really solid team that you've got there with Dengar, Cadman, and Greedo, with Boba Fett and Bosk. Really great team that you can put on Territory Wars and Grand Arena and 5v5. And the cool thing is, once you get like Django done, that'll give you 2 solid teams that you can use in GA. So I would. What do you think, Finn, about the bounty hunters? Finish those up with some gear and then go back to first order, because this team could be just solidly done.
I'd say yeah. Because if anybody has watched Van Seal, I mean, he is kicking Darth Revan's butt with bounty hunters. Like, I mean, the Darth Revan didn't even have a chance with bounty hunters.
It's impressive.
So
most impressive.
It's most impressive.
Yeah, it would be different if he didn't have BB-8 and Jedi Training Ray and all that, but he has it. So yeah, I would say finish off whatever's close first, gear-wise, right? Because that gets you a full team ready to go. So finish off your bounty hunters, then you can look at your first order. We're still going through all of your squads, right? But yeah, I would agree.
Dritz 887 is now following us. This has got to be for Twitch. Yeah. So thank you very much, Dritz, for that. Captain Adams.
We do Dungeons and Dragons too, by the way.
We do, Dritz Jordan, most famous D&D character ever. Grande, until you start participating in some of these other streams, and you keep your pie hole shut. Captain Adam 5399 is the only one in Twitch right now, so let's get some more people over there in Twitch to give him some company. So I see you, Captain Adam. I didn't forget about you. I'm watching Twitch. Don't you worry, buddy. All right, so so that covers bounty hunters. What is the next bullet point, Finn?
All right, so the next thing is that he wants to build. He is building an offensive Jedi Knight Revan counter squad. So he's trying to see whether or not he should use CLS or Jedi Training Ray, so he can leave his Revan on defense in Grand Arena.
Well, I really like Rebels. The CLS team is proven that he can really beat Revan.
Where's he at for JTR, or where's he at for CLS?
His CLS team is all done. It's got all the Zeta. Well, not all the Zetas, but it's got the main Zetas and their Gear 12.
I gotta tell you, I have better luck with the freaking JTR team.
Really? I think it comes down to speed too, right?
No, well, here's part of the reason why, right? If you have BB-8 and R2,
resistance team is really solid too. So
if you have them modded for crit chance already for P1 of the raid, right, of the Sith raid, then you don't have to remod them differently. You keep the exposes up, you put freaking C-3PO on there, and you put Han, and you put Chewie, and you're done. Like, it's super freaking easy. Like, you can even do that team without C-3PO if you want to, and save 3PO for a different team, and run C-3PO with CLS in another team. So I find it easier with JTR, and I have better mods on CLS, but I find it easier with JTR.
Both teams have been proven.
Both teams are very much proven.
Absolutely. But if you had to give one, Grande, who would you tell us to go for?
You know, here's the part about this thing that's tricky.
But really quick, he just said my Rebels missed the Zeta on CLS and the Zetas on C-3PO. So he doesn't have the lead on CLS, and he doesn't have C-3PO's Zeta.
I don't have the lead on CLS either.
I think it depends. So I think what happens is either team will work. He's going to have to pick his Revans really carefully.
You got it, yeah. Looking at the Revan team.
You're going to have to look for some weak sauce Revans to go in there and smack on.
You can do it.
That's what she said.
No, Grande, that's not what she said.
That's what he said.
I mean, if that's your preference, Grande. I'm not judging or anything. So, But real quick, Xylo just followed. Neo Venom just followed. We just had another follower, and Xylo111 is now following us on Twitch. Hey, Xylo111.
Thanks for the follow.
Yeah, glad to see you're still around, buddy. We love you. We miss you. Chicken Game is in there, so we got Suicide Squash in there, so we got some cool people in there. Yeah, either team can work. You do need the Zetas on 3PO. The one your Rebels looked fine, so you just you can pick either one.
Did you guys see his question about what's the JTR comp?
Yeah, what are the comps you like to use for JTR, Grande? JTR, BB-8, R2.
I like JTR, BB-8, C-3PO. Excuse me, BB-8, R2-D2, OG Han, and Chewie, and leave C-3PO for another team.
I like that. Any other comps anybody uses?
I think for Revan, that's the one you have to go with.
I do too. You want because you get with Chewie in there, you get the.
And then you have to make sure that the loyal friend buff is on, or the guard buff is on BB-8, right?
Yeah.
So that way, BB-8 is constantly going. You're getting a called assist on resistance, and then Chewie is always going too. So you want that to be on BB-8, which is somewhat easy because R2 can be kind of tanky for his position. He's more, yeah. So you need to make sure BB-8 gets that loyal friend buff.
I think that this team may have changed with Zeta Finn. With Finn not having his Zeta.
We could put Finn on there.
Rework he's really powerful.
I did, Grande. You would have been so proud of me yesterday. I finally, after just simming and just not caring, Xylo talked me into it. So I went in there with the P1 team of, and mine were only gear 11. My trooper and Finn with the JTR team, and did 6 million damage on PH1.
So
It's really nasty.
Here's the biggest shame to the rework on Finn, and I know we're getting off the review, and I'm sorry.
Well, it's related to the game, and it's important. So go ahead.
So here's the biggest problem: when they screwed up Zeta Finn's leader, what they did is they made it where Finn by himself without a Zeta is so good that he now needs to be on a JTR team.
Yeah, it's really good.
Which means a lot of the time for PvE content, and even some of the time for PvP content, like TW and GA, Finn makes a JTR team.
It's really good.
If Finn makes a JTR team, if you end up with a JTR team, in certain instances, it's JTR with multiple Zetas, BB-8 with multiple Zetas, C-3PO, Zeta Finn, and R2-D2, all of a sudden now, what did it do? It made RP, RT, Rose, Holdo, and Poe pretty much garbage, like not usable. Effectively, in nerfing one character, they gave us certain instances where 5 characters are now not used.
Yeah, and we've been testing it out.
Problem.
It's just when you go Zeta Finn,
that's a problem. Here's the thing: even with Zeta Finn, I don't know if you could get 2 teams back.
Yeah, it's not been going well. A lot of people have been testing in other areas. It's just, God.
So now
I know it's
decent,
but it's nowhere near as good as
not even close.
I know it's early yet, and we haven't figured out the total comps, right? But I really feel like that the potential is there. That the team that they basically, by taking out one leader, took away half the characters we were using in the Resistance faction.
Yeah. Ezra,
and I get it. A lot of people didn't like Holdo. A lot of people didn't like Rose. Let me
I
tell you,
love
I think
Holdo.
I think they were actually pretty good.
Mine's gear 12, and I use her on the team for certain things. I mean, I still use her in Territory Wars as my 5th. I like her with Scav Ray. I mean, the team that I'll still use is JTR, BB-8, R2, Scav Ray, and Holdo. I've yet to lose to any First Order team or a team that I've used that team with because it's just.
But here's the deal.
But it's better.
Here's the problem.
It's better now
if you
with
could take
Finn.
out 2 Revens, if you could take out 2 Revens, you would give up being able to take out that one.
See, that's right.
So here's the problem is the problem now is that now we've got it where you can take out 2 Revan teams without your Revan, But now you've got this team that's pretty much garbage for anything else except for filler in the back.
Yeah. Ezra just had a question. Are both Zetas on C-3PO necessary? So looking at 3PO, no.
I don't. No.
I put both on, but the one you want. But yeah, the one you want. I'm looking at it. It's
the one that doesn't talk about R2D2.
Right. It's the other one.
You do not want the one that talks about R2D2.
Wait for me. The other one is, I think. Is it Protocol? No, it's not Protocol. Where is it? It's No, that's not it.
Our two choices are Oh My Goodness and hold on. Let me look it up.
I'm having to look at it right now.
The ones on C-3PO. The one you don't want is the one called Wait for Me. You don't want that one.
No.
The one you do want is the one that's called
I think it's Oh My Goodness. You look it up.
I think it is Oh My Goodness. Oh My Goodness is the one you want. Right?
Yeah.
But the one you don't want is the the freaking Wait for Me, because it only deals with R2.
Right, which it's still a good Zeta.
I'm not telling you it's not. Look,
but you're right.
Not bad. It's not bad. But what it says is the only way to utilize this Zeta the best is to basically run him all the time with R2. And what I'm telling you is there are multiple instances where you're not going to run him with R2.
Right.
Which means you're not going to get the most bang for your buck out of that Zeta.
Well, for me, here's how I looked at it. I put both Zetas on because it just makes him multi-versatile. If I want to put him on a resistance team, I can.
I don't disagree.
If I want to run with R2.
I don't disagree, but now you're short a Zeta for your Cars team.
You can, but I'm just saying in my evolution. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying if you were saying if you could take that Zeta off, would you still put it back on him?
Yes, I would.
I wouldn't.
I would.
Of course, I don't have that Zeta on him, but I wouldn't put it on him.
I put it back on his lead to test it, and it's not working out well.
No, we're not talking about him anymore. Now we're on to C-3PO.
Well, I would keep C-3PO, but I'm saying this Finn.
No. Ranger is saying you should Zeta Oh My Goodness, and I'm saying no.
It's not. No. You misunderstand me. I'm saying it's not a priority, but if you're going to use it, you're going to get some bang for your buck. Because
I'd rather see somebody put it on. I'd rather somebody put it on Zalbar or put it on.
Sure, there's better Zetas.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that. But I'm just saying, for me, I've gotten a lot of mileage out of it. But when you're Zeta poor, which a lot of us are, you've got to make choices. If you want to go with, if you only could pick one, I think Grundy's right. If you're not Zeta poor and you want to use them in multiple areas, it's a good Zeta to have because you will use them with R2.
I have 70 Zetas and I'm still Zeta poor.
It's really, oh good Lord. Hey, Prelog, there's a lot of people coming in here. So glad to see everybody in chat. We're seeing you.
Hello, Prelog.
Yep. Glad to see you there. I'm going back and forth. I'm checking Twitch, seeing everybody in there. Glad to see you guys in there as well. All right, next bullet point, Finn. Let's finish this up.
Okay. Next one is that he is building a Kira Scoundrel team.
One of my favorite. But again, you're going to have to make a choice here. Okay, you're far from being ready to run Kira's. Okay, I like the idea that if you want to run this team, it's a fantastic team. It really is. You're not close. You've got to prioritize. So you're kind of all over the board a little bit here, Ezra. So my suggestion is round up your bounty hunters, finish your first order. Then if you want to work on the Kira Scoundrel team, you can. You've got a lot of pieces.
One chicken at a time, and we'll end up with the whole chicken coop.
And he's saying he's not building it; he's just considering it. So we can put it in perspective for him in terms of where he should work on it.
Yeah, it's a little bit down the line. It's a great team. Don't get me wrong, but there's.
Have we looked at all the pillars yet? I mean, I want to make sure we're getting all the pillars before we start talking about.
Well, okay, so if we go,
the pillar he's missing is Darth Revan. I think at this point.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Okay.
And he's about to get Traya.
I would do that. I would do that before I did.
Yeah, he is. He's working on it. He said, so that's kind of the next thing. He said, I'm also working on getting Darth Revan the second time around and building a team around him as soon as it becomes clear what the optimal lineup is.
Yeah, which we don't know yet. There's a lot of teams floating out there.
there's
We have some
almost
ideas, right?
We
But
have
if he's
some
getting him the
ideas.
second time around, he's in no hurry to rush into
No, he's
gearing
not.
anyone, right?
I mean, we have a pretty good idea it's going to be HK on the team.
We say that now,
Yeah, we it's still early.
but then Malik could come in and completely displace HK, and then it becomes like Malik, Darth Revan, Fallen Bastila, and then Sith Trooper and Sith Assassin. I mean,
Yeah, right now you're seeing that, or you're seeing it actually with freaking Mother Townsend.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Again,
team's
dude, that's in arena. In 3v3, it's a completely different ball game, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing, and can I just tell you, I think Darth Revan is purpose built for 3v3.
oh,
It's
he's
their newest,
nasty.
It's their newest game mode, right? Which means they're actively, and I've said this before, Dark Bastila was created just for 3v3, right? She's created just for 3v3. That's it. And you look at how well the Darth Revan team holds in 3v3, and I'll tell you right now, whenever you're dealing with a team that is basically, a triumvirate light in HK, Dark Bastila, and Darth Revan, yeah, that team was purpose built for 3v3. No questions asked.
It's very solid. All right, but yeah, that's a good plan. Again, Ezra, you got some really good plans. What I'm noticing on your roster is really that we just gotta focus in. So priority: finish bounty hunters, finish first order, go get your Imperial troopers, keep farming them, get them done, and that's
by that time Darth Revan will probably come back around.
right. So we've got to round out these teams. So pick one, and I say bounty hunters your first choice, first order is your second. Get your Imperial troopers going. And then you can start working on, because your resistance is great, your CLS is great. There's some really good teams you got done already. Now we're at the point where we need to start rounding up with gear and with some of the stars, and that's really going to help diversify your roster and really put you in a great spot to really have a lot of flexibility in what you're doing in Territory Wars Grand Arena. You're not stuck there going, God, what do I put here? Or putting trash teams down because you have to save your best teams for offense. I mean, the thing that I'm really enjoying about Grand Arena is now that I've got this diversity of characters that I have, I could put down some really solid defensive teams, but I still have all my offensive teams to face whatever they have on the other side. And that's important. That gives you a lot of flexibility when you get to that point. But it takes time. You have to stay on target. But it does pay off dividends in the long term. So short-term gains for long-term goals. That's what we're
and then he'll totally be able to help out the Snuffleupagus troop.
He says, I have 4 Zetas saved up. Suggestions besides Treya. Well, the 2 on Treya, obviously.
Man.
But
Treya.
And Nest.
Nest needs one. She's gear 11. Definitely put one on Nest. And then I would put that other one on 3PO. You're going to use them. Why not finish up that?
Only on his first one, not on his second one.
No, yeah, just the first one.
I'm okay with him just straight saving, to be honest.
You could, but if you want to spend it, those would be my suggestions. So, but that's up to you. But definitely Naz 2 for Treya. Those 3 Zetas right there are going to pay for themselves. Once you put that Zeta on Ness, oh my god! And when you get her to gear 12 with bayonets, oh my god, she's so.
There's some other ones potentially he can do as well. He has his Night Sisters gear, right? But he only has, I think, a Zeta on Asajj's leader. So he could potentially do Asajj's unique. He could do Mother Talzin's unique as well and round out his Night Sisters squad.
If you got Asajj's leader done.
That's the main one you need in order to do heroic Sith.
I like Plague Bearer.
Competitive in arena and stuff.
I like Plague Bearer. I really do. I
do.
I think you should put one on Talzin. That'll really help you solidify your Night Sisters. Then you can go back and put the other one on Asajj.
Another good one is for Wampa.
Well, the other thing also, don't forget, he's also working on crew. So he still doesn't have anything on his crew. So he'll need some for his first order.
Yeah, he's a ways away from his crew. He's going to go work on bounty hunter gearing and stuff first. So I would say, if you're going to put him down, I like it. 2 for Talzin, 1 for Emphas, 1 for
2 for Treya.
2 for Treya, 1 for Talzin, 1 for Emphas, and then that's really going to help you out. Work on your bounty hunters, round them up. Go work on your first order, round them up, and then go work on your Imperial troopers, round them up, and then keep farming what you're farming. I think that's a really, really great story. Great path to take for you. Anything else?
Plan.
Yeah,
Called
it's a
a
good
plan.
plan. Yeah. Arc. Development. What else we got? Anything else, Finn?
Let me double check here, but I think that answered his questions. And if you have anything else, Ezra B, now is a good time to ask as well. You don't need CLS's lead.
No.
C3PO would be the only one, but that's if you want to go in that direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just said this is quite a lot of stuff, and I'm finding it hard to guess where to start. So hopefully,
We just focused the hell out of you. So do that, and trust me, you'll see the results.
And once again, shout out to the Knuffle Truffle Dagobah.
Yes, right. We can't say the name, and we're not even going to because that would just be awful. But shout out to your guild and to you, Finn. How does someone get a roster review from us?
Simple. Head on to the RSG Discord. The links are either in the YouTube description or in one of the panels on Twitch. You guys can go to the Discord and then just message me, Finity, and tell me that you want a roster review. Send me the link to your GG page. I will tell you that you are in the queue. If I don't respond immediately, then let me know. Like in 24 hours, if I don't respond that you are in the queue, then just message me again and ask if I put you in the queue. That way it doesn't get lost or anything. So, yeah.
Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. All right. Guys, it's time for some Grand Arena. What do you think? I think it's time. So let's flip on over back to the game. It's time to do Grand Arena. And if I could find the stupid thing. Okay, there it is. Okay, fantastic. Let's go into Grand Arena. Let's have a recap of what happened yesterday. You can see I'm in the finals again. Finn, see, this is what happens when you care. You get to the finals all the time. Maybe if you cared, you can get into more finals. But we know you don't care. I'm not even going to ask. So
I didn't even attack last round.
Yeah, did you win?
I was too tired after the 12-hour stream.
It was kind of. No, I'm not gonna lie. I was on teams yesterday. I mean, as soon as we got done, I hung out in Discord a little bit. And then I was like,
yeah, I just laid down. I barely touched the game. I had to like scramble for my 600 at the end of the day. I was just like, no,
Yeah,
that isn't no.
Yeah, it's a rough going. All right, so let's review. We had a lot of defensive wins. Now, what happened with Wes? And shout out to you, Wes. Great match. Appreciate you. He put all his best teams on defense. It's a good strategy, but you better have really solid backups. Now, we kind of messed around. You can see I had took me 2 wins there. There was 2 down with the Palpatine team. We tried a couple different comps for you guys yesterday just to show it off. I let Xylo, try some different things out because I was pretty sure in the back line there was nothing there. There really wasn't, and we were able to blow through it. So his strategy was try to make it as difficult up front as he could and then try to get whatever points he could. It backfired pretty bad for him. Because not only did I have everything to counter his front, he had nothing in the back, so we were really messing around when we got to the back line. So you can see here, I'll start in the south. The 2 teams, and we're going to change it up. I'm going to be changing some suggestions that Teals make, and I really like this. We're going to change up. We're getting rid of the Jin out of there. We're getting the Thrawn out. Now, the Thrawn team did get us 2 victories. And Maul didn't do anything, but I didn't expect it to. And then the back line, too, he one-shotted this. But he had to shoot his entire offensive load because when we get up to the north and we look here, he struggled. He had to do 2 teams against my Karth, 4 against my Jango Boba Fett L3 team. And then he got to my crew team and he got 4 and couldn't beat it. And that's not even saying what was in the back line that was waiting for him when he got there. The Kira Zabar mission team, we had the other First Order team, and we still had Boss, Dinger, and Emba waiting for him when he got to the back line. So, it was a sound strategy on his part, and I like his thinking. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to put all your best teams up front, your other teams better be damn good and able to counteract some of these things. The problem he had is when he got to my north part, he didn't have anything to beat it because he put CLS, JTR on defense. He even put his Kira Nest team on defense, which I don't recommend. He put his Bounty Hunter team fine. He put his Jedi Knight Revan team down. He put his Emperor Palpatine down. I'm sure he saved Treya. That was one team that he had. But he had really nothing else, and he had only had a few teams that were good enough on offense to beat me, and then he just got stuck up north. And so that's the risk, the gamble you pay. Now, he had no idea what I was going to put on defense. Maybe he thought I was going to go just full offense, but if you gamble on that guess and get wrong, then it could backfire on you. So that's kind of where we're at. So we're going to place the same teams down, but we're going to tweak them a little bit. One of the suggestions that we're going to do is that I got from Teals, and I kind of like it, is Django Boba Fett, but put Stormtrooper Han in there. Okay. And then we take L3 and we get rid of that gym team, and we go
really quick. Ezra Bean is saying, I would like to donate something as a thank you for the roster review on Tiltify, but I don't have PayPal. Is it possible to donate without PayPal? So yes. So PayPal is just what services it on Tiltify. So if you go through and you click donate with PayPal, it actually gives you an option for a credit card as well. Or there is a link in the description to the Direct American Cancer Society page. So you'll see that it starts with main.acsevents.org/go-to/realityskew-gamers. And you can go there. That's our official ACS team page for the run and everything. And you can go there and then donate through that side. And I think that one is just direct credit cards. It doesn't do anything through PayPal or anything like that. And you can do PayPal if you want, but they have a direct credit card link there. So that may be easier as well.
Maybe he just wants to donate to the Rangers Likes Hookers and Blow Foundation. Finn.
That's true. And if you want to donate to that foundation, then you can donate in the super chat here. Now that's going to go directly to us.
No, just go to the homepage on YouTube. There's a click that, and then
donate to the Cancer Society.
I know. I'm joking.
But yeah, so you can go either to our ACS team page directly, or if you want to have some fun on the Tiltify and donate to some of the rewards and stuff, then you can obviously go to the Tiltify page. But the PayPal is just kind of the processing. You should be able to pay with the credit card directly.
So that's what happened here. So I'm facing, and we'll do this tomorrow, Electric Boa, and he did message me and said wish me good luck, and I did the same to him. Seems like a nice chap. I look forward to fighting him. Should be a great
chap. He's British.
I don't know. I'm just
Oh.
You did see I do have.
No,
I had to change
he said chap.
I know.
I can say chap doesn't have to be a British thing. Finn, you're racist.
Chap is usually British.
No, you're racist.
Where's Mike to back me up?
No, he's not here, so we're going to go with my theory.
He could be Australian.
It could be. Yeah. See.
You could say chap in Australia.
I could be mate. I can use those words too. They're not just for English, Finn.
I say these things. And
all right, so if one of them is the
Ranger
Aussie chap, then does the Brit end up being the Aussless chap?
I'm just ignoring you now. So yeah. But you can see I have a new title. It's Vader's Fist because MC, we finally beat we beat Darkside Territory Battles 48. I just had to use it. Vader's Fist. I love it. What a name to have, Vader's Fist. Oh god. So I had to put that on there. So we're gonna set our defenses here. I am gonna keep so we're gonna keep Crew and Karth up front. So let's just set those. And then we're gonna switch that up, that L3 team, and we're gonna put that down south. So let's just if I could pay attention to what the hell I'm doing. Let's see. So do done, set. Then we're going to go Karth. Select squad. No, I want to... it'd be better if I just do Scoundrels. Scoundrels will do... Boo, 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 boo.
It's not dirty. That's science, proper catch. Okay.
Yeah, it is science.
Yeah. If Aussies can be chaps, then you have the Aussie chaps, and then the British ones become the Aussless chaps. That's what it is.
So Django, Boba Fett, Stormtrooper Han.
Let me get the questions here too, so we can start
start
those as
scooping
we're
those up.
setting defenses.
And the other one was Karth, Juhani, Candrass. We had that up front. So
Helmet Fulgrim has a question. He says, around the corn, how does the crew mod General Kenobi and L3?
Well, I used to mod General Kenobi for protection. Now I mod General Kenobi for speed because I'm using it as a Darth Revan killer. So I've kind of changed my modding a little bit because I'm trying to make it do something specific against a specific team.
Yeah, mine is speed and kind of a protection mix. That's what I'm trying to go for. So my Kenobi is, let's see, he's 269 speed and has 40,000 health and 60,000 protection. So he's definitely more on the fast end, but I'm trying to get him tanky too. So he has over 100k health protection combined. And then L3 is definitely more on like the tanky side. I have, I think, 2 health sets and 2 defense sets on her. She has 79 speed as well, but then 50,000 protection, 40,000 health, so 90,000 there. So she does have to be tanky in order to be able to survive, and then she does need speed so that she can start ramping up with her self modification.
All right, so we got the Zeta Bears, Vandor, and L3 team. Oh, Epicas is now following. Thank you, Ep, for that. So they were doing that. We're removing. So I got to put the. What was the? I have to go back and look. Damn it, Jim.
Oh, Proper Catch is saying that Vader's fist sounded dirty. No, that's also not dirty.
I mean, it could be if he hasn't
You have some
watched
dirty
it.
minds. No, we have some dirty minds out there, Grande.
I'm saying, Vader's fist could be dirty, but normally he washes his hand after he goes poo.
Oh yeah.
So it's
What?
not dirty.
What?
Yeah. All right. Oh God. Here we go, Ranger. Get ready.
What? I'm watching Twitch. What's going on?
You'll hear it.
No, Neo Venom. Do not put in Turtle Twins. I like to keep Twitch clean. Damn it. Damn you, Neo Venom.
Let's put it.
Roast Taco's donating.
What? What do you mean? What? Oh no. What? Let me go back to YouTube. Oh
I
God.
hope you didn't kill anyone I know.
Watto's gonna come soon enough.
Here it comes. Oh God. What a pickle
I hope
wants.
you didn't kill anyone I
Wait
know.
a
Oh
minute.
God. Is he doing it? He says, "What a pickle needs." Yes.
Whatever makes him happy
What a
and
pickle
free.
wants. What a pickle needs. Whatever makes it happy makes it yodel. And I'm thanking you for giving me
I
yodels.
hope you didn't kill anyone I know.
There we go. My dear God. Now the other suggestion that I've changed.
I hope you didn't
Well,
Go, Watto,
no, go ahead.
go.
Yeah, go ahead, Watto. Yeah, there. Yeah, go ahead, Watto. Yeah. You done? Okay, thanks, Watto.
I love the Watto.
Oh my God.
I hope you didn't
It just never ends.
anyone I know.
Nope. So awesome.
Just unrelenting. All right, so we're gonna put one of the other back teams up. The other suggestion was given that I put my Darth Revan team down on the very back wall, since they have to go through all this stuff from the front wall. This was suggested yesterday. Any problem with that from anybody here on the panel?
Are you putting Darth Revan in the front?
No, in the back.
I like it in the back better.
What are you doing? What are you doing with regular Revan?
Keeping them for offense.
Okay.
Good plan?
Yeah, I like that, and I like the fact that you're gonna put it in the 3-team territory and not the 2. So yeah.
So we're gonna do that now. So that means I got to move my bounty hunter team. Well, let's go back here. I got to go look because this is I wrote all this down, so I got to see because we're moving. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go back.
All right, let me ask another question here. Lang asked question. I saw Arnold T101's video on the counter to Darth Revan. What were the mods and Zetas needed on the EP lead team? I have not seen that. I saw that. I need to watch it. I was saying that EP might be a counter because of all the way that the stuff is being removed constantly. So you'll be feeding your team turn meter all the time. But I need to watch his video and double check. But I'm assuming the main one you need is his leader, Zeta. But has anyone else here watched the video yet?
I have not.
Okay. I will need to watch it. I'll get back to you, Lang. I'm going to probably watch it later today. Got a few work things, and then I'll be kind of freed up for that. Solar Warden question, with what can I beat Darth Revan teams?
Well, CLS,
Ultron.
JTR, Those are teams that work. I don't think you're going to get enough DPS out of Fulcrum. I mean, back in the day, maybe with Fulcrum. But now, it's going to be a little tough, man.
Trust in the pickle, and you shall win.
This is not the pickle you're looking for, Grim.
I am one with the pickle, and the pickle's with me.
What?
I am one with the pickle, and the pickle's with me.
What the hell's happening?
All right.
I mean, I have a G12 Fulcrum, and I don't think I could beat a Darth Revan team with Fulcrum.
It would be hard, I think, for sure. I don't think it would be an easy win.
I mean, there's a non-dispellable buff there, and if they're running it with again, we got to decide: are we doing 5v5 or are we doing 3v3 for GA? If you're doing 5v5, and they're running that thing with both Revan and with both Darth Revan and freaking Darkseid, and Mother Towson, you're kind of SOL with Fulcrum. You got two
Fulcrum,
non-dispellable buffs, and she can't do her special.
Well, when fear explodes, Fulcrum will kill herself because that's like 10 debuffs that she'll dispel and take damage from.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna work like how you want it to work.
Mm-mm. All right. Let's see. Next question. Ouchie. Should I put?
All right, there we go. Ezra Bean just donated $20 for you to Tiltify. There we go. Thank you, Ezra.
Thank you, Ezra.
Continue, Finn. I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh, no worries. We have to announce.
We got to say that. You know what I'm saying?
So.
Oh, and Chaela Shayla 267 is following us on Twitch. Glad to have you aboard. Thank you very much. I need to refresh and see where we're at now in followers. 1 second. Let me get a new count. Let's see here. Let me just refresh Twitch. It's fighting me, Finn. It's fighting me.
I'll read the next question in the meantime. Ouchie Dumpling says, question, should I put my Gear 11 Ewoks on
74.
defense or save them for offense? Chirpa, Wicket, Logray are all Zeta.
I like them on offense. Because defense...
They're too easy on defense.
Yeah, the troopers, you can... Oh my god, even...
Troopers, Nest, Wampa, I mean they run over Ewoks. Yeah, not a good defensive team. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It's not that they're bad defensively. There's too many easy point counters.
Right. Yeah, it just 9 times out of 10 you're gonna.
Oh god, we got a donation from Helenix.
What? Oh no, don't do this to me.
Yeah, Watto, he said, I haven't said shameless self promotion in a while.
No, you just did.
Watto. I like Watto. All right. Let's see here. Next question, John Davies. Will I get Chewie with Gear 12 Boba, Gear 12 Bosk, and 3 Gear 11 Bounty Hunters?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not an issue. Yeah, as long as you have your Zeta on Bosk lead, that's the one you need. You didn't say anything about the Zeta, so as long as you have the Zeta on the Bosk lead, you're good. Darth Unlucky question: how should I go about modding IG88?
For what purpose?
Yeah. The question is, what team are you putting it on? Let's assume, for now, he's the 5th on a bounty hunter team.
Boba Fett lead or Bosk lead?
Let's go Bosk, because that's probably the more common.
Oh, Zentix is now following us on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Under a Bosk lead,
Mm-hmm.
probably speed and health. He's gonna die though. I've tried it so many times.
He's so squishy.
So he's gonna die. I mean, that's the problem with that guy. And that guy dies all the freaking time for me.
Yeah, he's way too squishy. I mean, otherwise I would say normally you just go with something damage based. But that was with the old of HK lead, right? Where he crits and gains full turn meters, so you didn't need as much speed on him.
He doesn't do that. He doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, so that's gone now.
I mean, if you said under a Boba Fett lead, now you got to run in with a potency cross in order to get the extra health. So you're double dipping there. He does. I don't think he makes. I mean, for the most part on those teams, I haven't found a great spot for 88 recently. Just gonna be
Yeah, same.
totally honest.
I have a geared 88, but he's kind of just a plug-in right now for a bunch of other things. I mean, I would probably just continue to keep him as a damage dealer for the cleanup.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
probably just keep like crit damage or offense set with the crit damage triangle, and just focus on offense. Oh, look, we have a
M0 is now following us. Spaceman Tim, our boy, is following us on Twitch. Wow.
you.
Wow. Getting a lot of followers on the old Twitch there, Dr. Fran.
Yeah. But yeah, so IG88 I would just go for damage, because unfortunately right now IG88 doesn't have a solid place. People are he's not like the top choice for a bunch of other. He's not the top choice for any of the teams. He's a plug and play for a lot of different teams if you don't have the fit. He can fit in a Jedi Training Raid team. He can fit in a Grievous team. He can fit in a Bounty Hunter team with either Bosk lead or Boba Fett lead. I mean, potentially, if you want to, you can run an HK lead now, although it's not nearly as good with IG88. I mean, you can stick him in there, but he's not the top choice for really any of the teams right now, which is unfortunate because I like IG88. But I mean, his best opportunity is probably like a target lock droid team or something like that, where you're running like IPD and you're running T3 and stuff like that. And I would just go straight damage. I can't see him anywhere else or with any other mod set.
Nope, me either.
All right. Next question is from Fat Tony 99. Question for Territory Wars and Grand Arena: do you think Darth Revan for offense and Jedi Knight Revan for defense, or vice versa?
Darth Revan is always offense, I think, unless you've just got him totally ready to go for arena. If you've got
And
him
your
ready to go
opponent
for,
doesn't have a Darth Revan.
and if your opponent doesn't have a Darth Revan, then he goes on defense. And if your opponent doesn't have a regular Revan, then he goes on defense. But if your opponent has both, then you need to start looking at the speeds and the mods, right?
Agree.
So again, this is a decision tree type thing. This is not a all or nothing, right? I mean, there are a couple teams that don't ever go on defense. CLS, JTR, probably Treya. These teams don't normally go on defense. The only time I would say they do go on defense is, again, you go through that same decision tree. Does your opponent have JTR? Does your opponent have CLS? If they don't, then yeah, you can throw them on defense. But if they do, then it starts becoming, oh, he's going to put it on defense. And, if it's got better mods, he's going to put it on defense. There's a lot of variables there.
Oh, another follower. Wow, we're just picking them up. Gimme, I need is now following.
Okay.
Nice. I like that one.
That's so fantastic.
It actually kind of fits with the little running zombie too.
Gimme.
Little zombie running like gimme, I need.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. Oh lordy.
Okay. Let's see. Next question is from Darth Talawak Manacker. And he says, now with the rework, what are the best mods for the Phase 1 Heroic Sith Resistance Squad?
Boy,
Still speed and crit chance.
Yeah.
And then crit damage on your main damage dealers.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the main damage dealer of that one is Finn.
Yep.
I mean, he does on one of my guildies did the solo thing, and Finn did 29 million damage by himself out of that team.
Eric 1, Airrock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is now following. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. The names, I swear to God, kill me. They just kill me. Are you ready for my password for my luggage? Yes. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. That's the stupidest combination I've ever.
I hope you didn't kill anyone I
Wait a
know.
minute. Why is Finn donating through Super Chat?
I want Watto.
I think we've had enough Watto. Stop it, Finn.
No, he need more Watto.
Stupid Finn.
I like Watto.
Hate you so much. All right, next question, please. Jeez.
But we have the super chat question from Finity, and he says, "Will Darth Revan, Fallen Bastel, Malik, and the Eternal Twins be meta?"
No, I'll let you answer your own damn question because I
don't know.
Probably not.
Sure,
Probably
yeah,
they will
great,
be.
yeah.
There we go.
Probably
We have
they
a probably
will
will
be
be.
Mm,
That's a good question by whoever donated. Thank you.
yeah,
Let's see.
great.
Next question from Tim Bedard. It says, question, just thinking out loud, but what about using Jedi Training Rey with BB-8, C-3PO, Finn, and Resistance Trooper for Phase 1? I haven't tried it yet, but just thinking with Resistance Trooper adding damage would offset the loss of Resistance Trooper sharing stats. I think what you need on that team, though, is R2 with his combat analysis.
Yep.
Because I think you need that dispel that's happening automatically on the light side to really get the high scores. And you will lack that dispel.
That team is a crit team, right? And basically what happens is you're dispelling defense down, right? Because what happens is Nihilus runs defense down. You've also got an AoE crit, right? An AoE with the potential to do a 3-way crit, which means you've got the potential to add 10% turn meter or 5% turn meter, whatever it is each time. So you got a potential there to add 30% or 15%, whatever turn meter it is. That's the reason why the AoEs do so well. And the call-in assists, right? You do a 5-way call-in assist with C-3PO. You do a 5-way call-in assist with, or you do a 3-way call-in assist with BB-8 and JTR. That's the reason why they work so great. And all of those are going to offset your 50% chance to get 50% turn meter or whatever it is.
Yep.
Look, man, I think Finn's the real deal. Finn's stacking offense is better than what you can get from Resistance Trooper.
Which is kind of sad. I said this the other day. Finn is a leader and a tank, and he is now one of the better damage dealers for a Resistance team. It's kind of ruined where he was in the Resistance.
It's very odd, and you don't even use his tank ability.
Mm-mm.
I mean, you don't even use it. You're basically using.
And his leader ability is just basically destroyed at this point. Like it's.
They replaced Expose with Stack Offense. Stack Offense makes you become a high DPS. They didn't really think about it. And of course, whenever they were testing this, I guess they didn't think about what it did to all the other characters, and that it basically put Finn on another team. And so in the process, they nerfed Scav Rey. I mean, here's the only way this makes sense. The only way this makes sense is come December, we get another badass leader for Resistance. That's the only way this makes sense. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense, right? And so they almost have to give us a badass leader in December when the new movie comes out. Otherwise, they got a whole faction that's in a movie that nobody cares about. So go ahead and plan on a new OP leader coming out for Resistance. Who the hell's it going to be? I don't know. They killed off everybody else in the last movie. Spoiler alert. So, we're kind of screwed. I mean, who are we going to get as a leader? We going to get another version of Rey?
No, we might get somebody from the Resistance cartoon. We've talked about that before, right? It's possible.
We have.
Movie is definitely a bigger option, but
here's the problem, though, right? The problem with the Resistance cartoon, another freaking spoiler alert, is who's the leader? Is the leader Kaz? He's not really very much of a leader. Is the leader Yeager? Yeager's kind of, I don't really want to be a leader, right? So, I mean, there's not a de facto. I mean, look, when the Rebels cartoon came out, you could have either said, hey, look, Kanan can be the leader, Hera could be the leader, right? You had two people that could have had leaders. And in my mind, Phoenix should have had two leaders. But to say that Kaz is a leader is wrong. And to say that even Yeager is a leader, I mean, Yeager would have to be the de facto leader. But Yeager's going to now lead the charge under Rose Tico with Holdo?
Well, what if they do something like they did with Bounty Hunters?
Oh, just give everybody a leader, hand them out like candy?
Yeah, I mean, bounty hunters, really, they're all solo anyways, right? Like, they do things on their own. They just happen to have that leader to kind of reflect that. I mean, they could potentially do something like that.
So we're going to rework all of the resistance. Let's give
Just the
Rose a
Resistance
leader.
cartoons coming in with a bunch of different leads.
So we're going to have K's and Jaeger with leaders. I don't know, man.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Really quick, we got a donation. I saw Watto. Are you enjoying the Wattos, Ranger?
Tangent DY9 followed us on Twitch, so yes, if you want to shout out the donation, go ahead.
I like the Wattos. Guzza Buzza, who we did the roster review for last week, and he was working towards Darth Revan. He got his Darth Revan earlier.
Nice!
Wow,
So he
congratulations.
donated $10 and said,
Awesome,
cheers
dude.
to getting Darth Revan on the last day. Congratulations.
Outstanding. Now try to get those gear pieces because they suck.
Outstanding in your field.
Oh my god, good lord.
Yeah, I was talking with him earlier. He was like doing the attempts, and I was telling him like, you just have to gear up your Ordo a little bit. It'll be fine. He was right on the verge there for a while, but he got it.
I'm so happy for you. I'm very, very happy for you. I enjoyed trying to gear him because so many black eyeballs and binoculars. I'm going to be just farming those for the next week. It's ridiculous.
Bro, I had to I basically, and you know what I feel like I'm a whale. I go in there and every day I'm like,
What do you mean you feel like a whale?
I'll farm half of that and I'll buy half of that. I'll farm half of that and I'll buy half
You're
of that.
so-
Grande, what is your GP?
Yeah.
You're a whale, sir.
I don't know what my GP is.
I mean,
You've
Granny...
top 5 million, haven't you?
Yeah.
That was years ago. That
yeah,
was
see, you're a
so
whale.
shut up.
Hush
fuck
you.
Granny. Yeah, Granny puts the crack in Kraken, so I'm just throwing that out there. Jesus.
Don't I have a credit card somewhere with my name on it that says Wales Fargo with like
Yeah, I
a
know.
whale?
Yeah, we know. We did a
Who
whole...
made that? Did Infinity make that card? I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Way
that.
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Should
But
have
we'll,
that. I
we'll
need
come
that.
back with more commercials and everything soon.
I need that card again. I think I lost it. Can I get that one mailed back to me now? I need another Wales card.
Oh, we got Fat Tony 99 that's not following us on Twitch. Hey, come on down.
Thank you.
It's the Fat Tony.
Hey.
All right.
We should just call him Big Bone Tony.
No, it's Fat Tony. We would never say that. Stop it.
He's fat with a PH, Grande.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's fat with a PH.
He's dopest to the ropest. All right, next question.
All right. Guzza Buzza. Oh, that's the next question too.
Oh, cool.
So besides the awesome factor, how would it be to build and run an all Han squad? I know I have things to focus on besides that, but a man can dream.
God.
So first of all, I don't think you should ever do that. Chewie needs to be on that team, like regular
Chewie.
Chewbacca needs to be on that team.
Listen here, me and Chewie.
You could do all Han
We
and
could
all
be
Wookiees.
together.
Wait, but if you do it, now there is a de facto leader, right? It's Stormtrooper Han.
Yeah,
he's the only
Stormtrooper
one
Han.
he's the only one with a leader ability. And then oh god.
Captain Han
And then-
ends up being a reser and a healer, right? So you have that.
Yeah, and then the other ones are all basically offense and crit damage based. The
Mhm.
problem is that two of the Han go with two of the Chewies better.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to tell you, just friends don't let friends gear veteran Han and veteran Chewbacca above about gear 8 for Rey, and then just leave them after that. They're not that great.
We just another follower, Ocho_Pulgadas is following us on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Ocho Pugada.
That's the name, man. I'm just reading it as it comes, Grande.
I love some of these names.
I know, right?
Gracias por subscribe.
All right. So we've now completely ruined Spanish and German today. So
Pretty
let's see
much,
what
yeah.
other
Let's
languages.
just. Oh, now
go,
French
we got
too.
French.
Now French too.
French.
We don't
I'm
discriminate here at RSG. We screw up everything equally.
English, Spanish, French, German. I'm gonna screw it all.
Pig Latin. Ronnie would screw up Pig Latin.
Yep. Chinese, Japanese. I'll screw it all up.
Mm-hmm.
I would never do. I would never do such a thing.
Yeah.
All right. The next question is from Helmut Fulgrim, and the question is: the fin nerf is irrelevant due to the fact that CLS can solo P3. Do y'all think I don't know how to say y'all. That's not an actual word.
Y'all
Do y'all think it is more like the HK rework in that they needed to fix Finn's lead so more resistance can be added?
Yeah.
We already talked
Yeah,
about that.
I mean that's what it is. I mean I didn't think anything was wrong with the lead, but there was a broken mechanic with C3PO. And what I don't understand is they added a portion to the text of the leader where it said that that now only the turn meter gain can be triggered by damage by resistance, right? And I know Grande, you made a good point. It might be very hard for them to figure out who is dealing the damage, but they added that as a component of it now, right? So I don't know why they couldn't have just worked it out, that even though like C3PO was triggering the action, the attack damage was still being cast by Han, who is a rebel and thus not triggering it. And so
I'm telling
I think
you, they couldn't figure it out. That's why they.
yeah, I know, and I don't know why they just didn't take more time instead of doing this, because they literally have ruined the resistance faction.
They pushed it, yeah, because they pushed it to the tags. They said, "Oh, how do we know who's dealing the damage? Oh, well, we don't know. We'll just throw it back to the tag. Okay, great. We'll throw it back to the tag. That's an easy fix. Go for it."
They've ruined the whole faction is kind of gone now. You don't have two teams anymore. It's awful.
You can't throw Sabine on that team anymore. You can't throw Darth Sidious on that team anymore.
I would have been fine if they didn't do that, but they removed like so much of his turn meter, right? And they made him a better attacker than he is a leader. They've ruined the resistance faction.
I said that. Yeah.
I know. It's upsetting. I hate it because Finn Lead was one of my favorite teams.
I mean, here's the other thing too is all the little social justice warriors should get all pissed off because Scavenger Ray got nerfed basically on this deal. I mean, he did, and all the social justice warriors should be mad because Rose Tico got nerfed on this deal.
I blame Finn.
And I have a freaking Zeta on her.
Social justice warriors, go unite and yell at somebody about it. And they nerfed a black guy. Come on.
Wow.
They're freaking racist. They nerfed the black people and the women.
I just can't.
So, you know, I am surprised.
There's nowhere to go with that. Just leave it, Ranger. There's nowhere to go with that.
Surprised that they usually, you know, they nerf the dark side
I
in
just
favor
can't.
of the light side, but this time they nerf character to fight a dark side event.
God, Sunday.
Just,
You're gonna get us in so much trouble. Okay. Next question.
that is absolutely
From
ridiculous.
Skywalker Vader. Question. Forgive me, but who is Malik? What is his story in Star Wars?
Darth Malik is actually, his name was Alec. He was the friend and follower of Revan. He went to war with Revan. They were, you know, they were a team, and
They were besties.
they were besties, and he followed him into the Mandalorian Wars, and then after the Mandalorian Wars, they went after Vichy and the Sith Empire. They returned to the dark side. He became a Sith Lord like Revan. I'm paying attention to my PvP match and got smoked. Okay, but yeah, he became the Dark Lord with Revan. They created the Star Forge. Sith being Sith in their ways, betrayed Revan, tried to kill him, which led to the whole story arc of Knights of the Old Republic. And he wanted revenge because Revan was ruthless. Malik, as he changed his name to, failed on a mission for Revan one time, and he cut off his lower jaw. So that's why he has that thing that you see him with. And then the whole story arc of Knights of the Old Republic is Revan basically at the end facing Malik. So there is a long history there. That's just the quip notes of it. There's much more. So if you want to read about it, there's lots of stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. It's really, really good stuff.
There's a couple Revan novels as well that are
Yeah.
extraordinarily good.
You can go check them out.
Yes, Nathaniel Morgan, you are correct. I have to make that announcement. The views of Grande Patron do not necessarily reflect the views of those in reality skewed gamers.
Boy, I got
Just-
chat going, didn't I, though?
Just awful.
All right, boring. No. Okay. Next question is
God in heaven.
Sword of the Jedi question.
Am I wrong? I mean, come on.
Hold on. Did I? Let me see. Did we
What?
get this question?
I'm not wrong.
I think I skipped one question here. Sword of the
I'm
Jedi
just
question.
saying what
What is
everybody else is
needed?
thinking.
What is needed for Farmer in P3 Heroic Sith, and will it get nerfed?
Oh, Farm Boy Luke.
Oh, yes, that CLS Farm Boy Luke team. I saw it. I don't know exactly how it works though. I have no idea what's needed. Will it get nerfed? I don't think so. Well, maybe they did say they want to stop anything that's like. Well, it's I don't even know if it's like an infinite loop.
They did say they want to stop anyone having fun in a raid. So
They did not say that. They were trying to stop infinite loops, but I don't know if that thing is based on an.
Wait. There's a Farm Boy Luke team now?
Yeah, and it's a
Yeah.
CLS team that can solo P3. Yeah, so
Oh, my God.
Grande Verga, I am not asking that question, just so you know. That's no. I am not that question is not being asked. No, just no. Okay. Doja-san question. I have 2 Zetas that I could spend. I have 3 on Darth Revan and the 25% damage one on HK. I still haven't dialed mods on Darth Revan team. Should I use those Zetas on HK and Bastila or keep saving? Depends on where you're using them and how far you can progress, right? If you're fighting a lot of Darth Revans and the Bastila lead the Bastila Zeta, while it provides some extra potency and stuff, the foresight part kind of goes to waste. And you get some potency anyways as a result of it. So it's a matter of whether or not you're going to see any kind of impact as a result of putting on those Zetas. I would say, depending on where you are, and I think Doja-san is pretty far along and towards the end game, I would probably lean, without like looking at your roster right now, but I think I would probably lean towards putting those Zetas so you can finalize that squad, and then you're done with them. I don't think there's anything you really need to save for in particular, and you'll pick up another Zeta probably within like 2 weeks anyways, and that's probably when we're going to see any kind of potential meta shift of any kind. So I would say probably worth it to put them on, but that would be it. Let's see. Xylo1111 question. Since I'm not going to get Dr. Evan, should I change my focus to getting Millennium Falcon?
That's actually a pretty good one to go for.
I would be fine with that.
how close he is to. It depends on how close he is to Darth Revan, though. If
Well-
he's really close, finish up the farm first and then switch over. You know.
Yeah, you can
That
always
way,
go.
next time he drops, you're ready to rock and roll.
Are you ready to rock?
What?
All right. Next question. Vormax question. Did Finity say he liked it in the back? Yes, I did.
It's not wrong.
I like that Darth Revan was in the back. That's true. That's science.
Likes the
Nice.
junk in the trunk.
I said what? Okay. Tilo Mad 92 question. I've been gearing characters to gear 11, then working the next one to gear 11. But should I gear 12 Nest, giving her a little more love, or keep her gear 11 for the meantime till I come back?
Does her job at Gear 11.
She does, but she gets really nasty at gear 12.
Super
Especially
nasty.
if you can get those. So Nest is one of those characters I would definitely say get to gear 12, especially if you use her, because she gets 2 bayonets, right?
Just
And she is a
nasty.
speed-based character, so if you can put those 2 gear 12 plus pieces on her, then your Nest becomes like just crazy good. But she is quite viable at gear 11, so it just depends on how you want to use her. She does have a lot of worth at gear 12, If you're using her primarily on offense, and you can probably keep a gear 11. If you're putting her on defense, then you probably want to go gear 12. Proper catch question: does Bastila Sean lead potentially shut down Darth Revan?
Don't know yet. I don't think so.
I haven't seen it so far. I'm pretty sure that was one of the first ones people would probably test because of the high amount of tenacity and stuff.
I think I saw one guy swap to that team.
Problem is, there's some stuff on there that cannot be resisted. All that stuff.
Yep.
It's just like you're just begging for a beating. You know, I mean, yeah. I blame
I
Finn.
think it worked very well for him.
Yeah.
I mean, go look at the meta report. I don't even think it shows up on the meta report.
I don't think Bastila is on there. At least not if she is. She wasn't on the top 10. I don't think.
She is showing up. She's showing up as 20 as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th best leader with 38 people able to do it. But it's like a little.
That could be newer shards with people that don't have Revan and stuff too.
I don't
So
think
it's hard to tell.
I don't think that's really working out super hot.
Let's see.
Hey, you have two people using Hermit Yoda lead, so go figure, right? For rank 1.
Let's see. Next question. I'm just checking a couple of things here. And let me go back. There we go. Okay. Next question is from Proper Catch. He said, I missed the Saturday stream and the beginning of this one if you talked about it, but how close are you guys to hitting your 15,000 goal? So if you look in the bottom left, you'll see it. We actually hit and beat our 15,000 goal. So we actually trying to see if we can get another $1,000 for the ACS before we head over there this weekend. We have a new reward where if we hit 16,000 on Tiltify, we'll be giving away a whole pack of medium-sized merch gear, of Stu Strong merch. So there's a medium-sized hat. It's a fitted hat, the RSG red hat that you've seen us kind of wearing on our streams recently. There's also a pair of Stance socks with Chewie and the Stormtroopers, courtesy of the American Cancer Society, and a Stu Strong wristband. We will give that away to somebody if we hit 16,000. And there's still a bunch of polls that you can donate to, whether it's Dana's half-sleeve tattoo and picking that. There's another poll for which member of the RSG crew you would like to do a reenactment with, and we would pick somebody that has donated to the Tiltify or the ACS page. We have some rewards for the jersey, and one of Dana's autographed pictures is still remaining, so there's all kinds of things that you guys can still donate to.
Sure is.
So please check that out. Next question is, let's see. Tim Bedard, question for Grande. Did you see the post on Gaming Fans about the Resistance cartoon squad coming to the game?
I did not.
I'm pretty sure it's an April Fool's. Gaming Fans very early, right? And CG never releases anything at this time. I mean, they're asleep at the time that the post went up.
It's April 1st. Pretty much don't believe anything on the internet today.
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much a fake post.
Don't believe anything on the internet from yesterday. Don't believe anything on the internet from today, and don't believe anything on the internet from tomorrow.
There you go. Don Carlo.
I think even Discord said one about how they were getting rid of light mode on Discord and only letting you
share
use
the load.
Which I would actually be okay with, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know it's an April Fool's.
Yeah, I know. Don Carlo, question: what team should you use for the IPD special mission in the 7-star Dark Side TV?
The team you should use is tell your whole freaking guild to fill all the freaking platoons on day 5 and day 6, and you won't have any trouble with it.
It's easier said than done for some guilds, but you know.
I'm just saying though that let me tell you the biggest difference.
Grande, you're almost at cozy level of saying find somebody that bought it. Just saying.
Here's
You're almost at that level, Grande.
Let me just tell you, if the platoons are filled on day 5, and if the platoons are filled on day 6, I always win. And if they're not, it's like 50-50, man. Just
Grande.
gonna say.
Grande.
You're giving the cozy answer.
Oh no.
You know you
Seriously,
are.
though, I know I am. I really am giving the cozy spoo answer. But to be honest with you, even if you go in there with OP, beers, snark, beers, beers,
Let's go, Imperial Trooper.
Snow
Yeah,
Trooper.
snarf.
IPD, range trooper, or let's say you peel one of those guys off and you put in like a Thrawn or you put in like a Palpatine. You're still potentially gonna have issues with that unless they're G12 with awesome mods, and you really, I'm not kidding you.
I'm still laughing about this snark.
Really matters. They really do.
Snarf, Gandhi. I don't like this
The
plan.
chat is
Snarf.
having way too much fun now.
Well,
Matt Bailey, my name is Grande and I'm in the Whale Guild. Just finish platoons and win. What are you talking about?
I'm not in a Whale Guild. I'm looking at the Guild TV. You guys will see it. I'm not in a Whale Guild.
Grande, you know as well as everybody else, you basically need only like 5 whales in a guild and you can finish all the platoons.
Oh, we have like 7 whales.
Well, there you go. God.
Telling you.
Snarf.
You know, okay, so I have to say, I love this about
God.
Grande. Sometimes he is so oblivious to how whaley he is. It's hilarious. Sometimes just listening to him.
I just play Pop Goes the Weasel. I'm like sitting there playing whack-a-mole. I'm like, oh wait, it's noon. Okay, let's hurry up quick and donate our 10 things everywhere and make sure we donate all the hard crap. Boom. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm usually I'm like a 10 a day. I'm a 10 a day per section platooner. And I'm like, I've only got 3 ships to finish the mission. Was that going to work? Well, let's try it. Oh, yeah, we passed it. Good deal. 3 ships is all we needed. No reinforcements was fine.
It's just funny how oblivious sometimes you are.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's the deal. Platoons are the most important thing. And then what's next important is the special missions. And then what's third most important is the regular missions. And then what's fourth most important is deploy. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to put all your stuff in right away. You can kind of wait a little bit, put some in, and put some in later. It's fine. It's fine. You can do some now and do some later. Look, 2 characters I always give up on Darkside. I pretty much know I'm never going to play with Shore Trooper and I'm never going to play with Death Trooper. They're going in every freaking platoon every time. Every time. I'm donating Death Trooper and Shore Trooper every time. Because I just am. Because we need like 15 of them.
Why are people trying to get us in trouble? Herman Fulgrim, I can't read your question. You're going to get us in trouble. And then Grande Verga is definitely going to get us in trouble with his. I'm going to skip those 2 and go to Leonardo.
No. Grande Verga said, question, should I have filled?
No, not that question. I'm going in order for what he asked earlier. The one that I was just like, nope. As soon as I saw it, it's like, nope. That's not being asked.
Okay.
Leonardo Demaculangan, question, why can't CG just admit that they may have broken the raid in Heroic Sith and still continue nerfing characters even if Heroic Sith is a stale raid already?
Bro, let me just tell you, they because they don't want to create a new raid yet.
It's only stale for late game players. Just keep in mind, we did a roster review of somebody that still doesn't have an unlocked Traya, right?
There's lots of people out there without unlocked Traya, and there's lots of people out there with still got a 5-star or a 6-star Traya because their guilds just started it. Now, I will tell you, it is a little broke at this point. I mean, a 16-month-old raid, and they're going in there with the freaking Nerf bat and nerfing everything they can get their hands on as soon as it pops up. That's a little dumb at this point, right? I mean, at what point are you going to let someone be smart and actually have a damn team that they geared up, farmed up, spent a bunch of money on, got 12 characters to get another 12 characters to get this one character to put it on another team with 5 characters that they had to buy and gear up? At what point are we going to let them be successful? I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's see. TiloMad92 question: how many crystals is a good goal to have for the next legendary / journey character. Also, what was the best method?
30 to 60,000.
Yeah, it was a for me to get Darth Revan. It was 2 volts and a half. So about
30 to 60,000.
Now, here's the thing about that,
40,000.
Okay,
How much you go through? How much you go through, Ranger?
All that, yeah, I went through all those crystals.
He said 2.5 volts, right? So it's about 40,000, and that's what I was going to say.
40,000.
Here's the thing you have to realize as well. We say like 40,000, 50,000, right, as the number, but there's another part to this that if you're, I've seen people say, well, I didn't save up that many, and I still got like Jedi Knight Revan the first time, and I got Darth Revan the first time. Yeah, you did. You're just not thinking about it in the same way. You don't need a stash of 30,000 and 40,000 as soon as the event drops. What you need, and I'll get my door here in a second.
Avon calling.
When an event drops, right, and you get these characters, and they go into the hard nodes, you want to do like the first refresh on them. That's the key, right? So you're spending extra crystals by doing the refreshes and stuff on the node. Okay, let me go to my door really quick.
So Affinity is exactly right. You have to look at shards per crystal, right? And what's the cheapest way versus the drop rate? Shards per crystal, the cheapest way to do it is to buy the energy and farm the node. The second, or do free energy and do free node. The second way is for you to actually buy energy still on a free node. The third way is to do that first refresh and still be buying energy at either the lowest amount or the second lowest amount. Here the thing is, if you didn't spend them buying the packs, you spent the crystals along the way farming to get that character. So you may not have actually spent it all in one go, but you eventually got it. Now, let me tell you that you want to buy those. You want to be farming or you want to be buying at something less than 80 crystals per shard. 80 crystals per shard is really where you want to be at, which means you're not buying from shipments, and you're probably not buying from the packs. You're doing everything that's farm-wise in order to get there based on the drop rates. So just keep that in mind whenever it happens. I mean, there's another faction out there getting ready to do this, right? I mean, we're getting ready to have 5 separatist droids. We could easily have 5 separatist droids that you need for something else, right? I mean, there's a reason why HK-47 did not become a separatist droid, and we magically have 5 separatist droids now. So do not be surprised if we end up with something where you need 5 separatist droids for something. Don't be surprised by it. So go out there and make sure that when they become farmable, that you're getting your rarity done. I don't care about gear. Showing up is half the battle. If you can't even show up for the event, there ain't no way you're going to get everything done. So make sure you get them shards on B1 and Droidica. So that way because who knows, it's probably going to be Midriff Padme. Midriff Padme is who you get with these 5 separatist droids.
Hooray! I came back and heard Midriff Padme.
Great.
Yay!
How was the Avon lady?
I'm distracted now.
We said farming is best even if you have to refresh the node to farm. 16 attempts a day will probably get you there in time.
Hey, Finn and Grande, if you look closely at Rey's new outfit for episode 9, she looks almost exactly like Midriff Padme.
Well, you know what? As they say, it skips a generation. Sometimes you end up looking like your grandma. That's science right there.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Yeah, sure is.
Good thing I have good-looking grandparents.
Right, sure.
Okay.
There's...
Good.
I don't know what I came back to. Let's come back to Midriff Padme. I don't know what we're talking about
Just
anymore.
go to the next question, Finn. Just let it go.
We were on the same question, right?
No, next question.
Yeah, we finished that question, so now we're next one.
Gotcha. So Guzza Buzza says, how viable is a Gear 12 nest at 3-star? Asking for a friend that doesn't have her ship node unlocked. So you can't get Gear 12.
Yeah,
it'll be Gear 11.
Yeah, that's...
So
it's not bad. Don't expect it to work like it works in the video, right? I mean, you're missing a ton of freaking health. You're missing a ton of protection. I mean, you're going to be okay, but you need to be going up against some weak sauce teams. And you need to protect the crap out of her. Don't be expecting her to 1v5 like we show in the GA video.
That's right.
Throw her in there with Kira and Hermit Yoda. She'll do all right.
All right. We'll wrap up these questions here quickly. We're heading to 2:00 almost. Next one from Grande Verga. Question: should I fill platoons even with tunes I need to beat the missions?
Yes.
There you go.
But don't overfill, dude. Fill, but don't overfill. Leave yourself 5 and 5 so you can at least attempt.
Yeah, and be careful on that last one because they let you donate Empire, and you need Empire basically twice, right? You have the Imperial Troopers and you have the Empire, and you can easily overdonate and not have enough.
And you need to make sure you save 10.
Yep. Gaming Fruguy question: what piece of gear do you hate the most?
Well, right now it's those binoculars. I'll show them right on Revan. Let's just look at these.
The Mark 8 Electro Binocs.
I hate this.
Man, I got that piece in spades, man.
Shut up, Grande. I'm sick of your whale problems. What a whale wants. What a whale needs.
I seriously got like 8 of them things.
Oh my
man.
god! Shut up, Grande. For real, shush. Just shush.
I got like
mine
8
is
of
still
them
the stun
things.
guns. Stun guns are still my bane.
Awful.
I just camping out.
Oh god.
Eyeballs is pretty bad, for real. Eyeballs is pretty bad. You guys just need to start hitting for the cycle. That's the problem.
Yeah, you guys just need to start spending money on the game. Man. Okay,
you guys just need to start hitting for the cycle. If you guys had hit for the cycle, you wouldn't be having all these problems.
that's the problem. Good call, Grande. Yeah.
Aparingo question: what's the ideal counter for Zeta Grievous for Grand Arena 3v3 or 5v5 apart for CLS?
You want to go in against Grievous? And you should be able, shit, that won't work. Excuse me, that won't work anymore. I was going to say Zeta Finn.
Yeah, no, that's part of the problem. Like, you lose that counter for a lot of things now.
Ewoks might work. If you have good Ewoks, that might work.
Just think what we can
deal with.
Mother Thousand lead might work. Let's see what else might work.
Zeta Grievous. I mean, CLS is the easiest one, but I mean, you can use a team with like a Leia lead with Trude and Baze. That should work.
Man, you got to have them characters pretty well geared and pretty well modded, though.
Yeah.
To make that team work. I mean, I'm not going to say Leia lead won't work, but
you do need gear and stuff on it to make it work. I'm gonna miss Zeta Finn lead. Fat Tony.
Jin, Sharut, and Baze might work.
Yeah, that could work too. Fat Tony 99 question: will we see a nerf to CLS lead because of the multiple CLS 3PO teams that can solo P3 for Heroic Sith?
Probably soon, TM.
Yeah. Aparingo question: how do I beat a 335 speed Darth Revan team? The best I can do is 317 on mine. What is the ideal team to beat a faster Darth Revan?
Go in with Revan because you don't need all that speed, and then put Mark on Darth Revan. He'll lose turn meter, and he won't go first. And then take out Darth Bastila and put Retribution up on GK. I do it every day.
Yep. Brandon Kotu question: I'm working on rounding out my bounty hunter squad. Bosk lead, Boba, Dengar, Django, or a Sing. I have 2 Zetas to spend on them. One will go on Bosk lead, but where do I put the other?
On Bosk unique.
If you put it on defense.
Yeah, most people.
We've had this discussion before. I don't like if you're using it on offense.
Yeah, but I don't really like Aura Sing Zetas.
I would have said none. I would have said boss lead and leave it if you're using it on offense, and then boss unique if you're putting it on defense.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
All the other Zetas are nice, but they're not necessary for anything.
I'm okay with that.
And then last question, Deadpool Kyle, when are we getting a Mythic Chewie event? All the other characters have Mythics. Not all of them, but
No, who knows?
it's usually
Soon.
after the second time, I think,
Soon,
right?
TM.
Yeah, I
Soon,
think it's
TM.
after the second or third time they introduced it, but they also try to balance it out. I think Yoda had several.
That's
but
Cap Gas. Cap Gas wrote a post on that a long time ago.
Yeah,
We haven't heard.
But
We
yeah.
haven't heard from old Cappy Gas in a while.
yeah, we haven't. All right,
Wonder what
that's it for
happened there.
questions.
Yay, we did it. Finn, talk about the ACS stuff. Let's round
All
it
right.
up.
Yep. So check out either the panels on Twitch or check out the description of the YouTube video. We have a link to our Tiltify page and to our ACS team page where you guys can go and donate. We're now going to see if we can make it to 16,000. You guys helped us get to 15,000. Let's see if we can get one more 1,000 in for the American Cancer Society before we head there this weekend where we run our half marathon. It's going to be grueling for us. And for everyone that donates, we have a special Discord set up for you guys where we'll be posting pictures and little videos and stuff from when we're in the park, when we're running. We'll try and get some stuff out to you guys. We might do a private stream. And I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we're going to try to do here depending on time, because there's a lot of stuff we have to do with the ACS and all of that as well. So please make sure that you guys, if you haven't, please donate to either the ACS page or the Tiltify page. Get onto the ACS Discord that we have set up for the RSG charity campaign. And yeah, check out it for any remaining polls and rewards. You guys have been awesome and filled out all of our challenges. So we don't have any challenges left to donate to, but yes.
Science.
That's it.
All right. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. If you haven't followed us on Twitch, please do. Check out our Patreon. And yeah. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you so much for stopping by today. We will be back tomorrow bright and early. We're gonna do the same thing we did today, lunch stream, and then I'm gonna go right into doing Grand Arena, the finals. So we'll have a separate stream for that, and then we'll do Battlefront, and then for Battlefront we're gonna go to PC Gaming. We got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow, Dr. Finn.
That's right.
Science. I'm just saying, it's science, Finn. So everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.